from tocopherols. I wouldn't really recommend it at all. Yeah, so it's one of these. It's funny. We had like 2 good sunny days, and the rest has just been foggy and it's been extremely sticky and stuff, and way too many freaking mosquitoes. And I've already been bit a few times, and I tried, some essential oils and stuff you spray on the clothes and stuff like citronelle and other things. They don't even do the job good. They don't even do the job good. Dukes is having way too much fun. Eat garlic. I do eat garlic, but I haven't for a couple of days because I haven't opened the fermented ones that I made. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. I think garlic will keep them away. My skin, I start smelling like garlic. They'll probably run away, which is good. Don't wanna get bit. What? You can play, Duke. I'm watching you. Look, I'm watching you, bud. I'll have like 3, 4 cloves today. I don't know if I can go up any higher. If I do, we might lose the signal. You can stay there. I'm watching you. And we got the greenhouse going. You guys can see I put the material on top yesterday. I just have to close the sides and we should be good. What country is this? I'm in Canada, in BC. Do you think all the synthetic supplements have some sort of side effects? The problem is with a lot of synthetic vitamins, you have to be careful, is because a lot of them, they do contain some heavy metals, right? And that's why I highly recommend always, using like zeolite or doing like charcoal once in a while to actually, no, leave that alone, Duke, leave that alone, to actually detoxify. And that's why I highly recommend using taurine, because taurine is a heavy detoxifier amino acid, and therefore it kind of captures all that garbage out of our system from some of the supplements we take, and actually it flushes it out. Even some of the foods contain it because we get so much chemtrails, right? As well, weather modification. The dog sees something in the bushes. Oh yeah, he does. He does not like it. Today he actually was going wild. I think there was 2 deers and we had 1 coyote this morning. Rick, it is me, maybe. Dude, Duke, leave the water hose alone. He's trying to pull the water hose. Then I won't have no water. We already have very limited water right now. Excess water in the house, please. Yeah, excess water will help, especially if you're doing like sauna and all that. Would definitely help flush out a lot of the organic, but it does flush out the inorganic and organic materials. So you have to be careful, especially you might lose a little bit more magnesium than usual if you're doing the sauna. What do you think about natural sugars from fruits? It's still, sugar is sugar, Janelle. Sugar is sugar, no matter what it is going to cause an insulin spike, especially if you have a broken metabolism as well too. So you have to be careful how much you consume. That's why technically we're supposed to actually consume everything and like based on season. And for a fact, a lot of the fruits are actually seasonal. It's not like something we have access all year long. Can magnesium supplement have also side effects? It depends on the product you're getting, whether it's synthetic or not. The one I use is not synthetic. It's actually pulled from Australian water. So it's very, very pure and very clean. But as well, that's why I always check the certificate of analysis. And they'll tell you how much heavy metals is in them, whether you should actually be worried or not. And if you are worried or you're accumulating a lot of heavy metals, usually your body detoxifies it. But if you have too much of it, you can always do like a detox by either fasting, which is everybody does that, or you can actually take zeolite, charcoal, doing like a 5-day fast every couple months. So there's a lot of things you can do. It's nothing that you should actually be concerned of unless it's actually accumulating in your body and it's causing major inflammation. How to build up after COVID soreness. Start with D-ribose and creatine. The main thing is with COVID, you have to boost up your mitochondria level. Once you boost up your mitochondria level, you can actually start to heal your body, because now you're giving your body the raw forms to actually start healing. And the raw form that we need to actually for the mitochondria is D-ribose, which comes from mushrooms actually, and the creatine. They're both gonna boost up your mitochondria. Marek, how are you? It's a gloomy day today, and rain and mosquitoes everywhere. Please explain what D-ribose and creatine is and what it does. D-ribose actually is a sugar molecule. Usually anybody who has any type of heart failure, whenever they check their mitochondria level, which is like the cellular that gives you energy, is actually depleted below 20%. And D-ribose has the potential to actually reverse some of these side effects and actually increase your mitochondria energy cells, which is excellent to have. Same thing with creatine. It actually improves and enhances your ATP levels. And these are actually required to perform better. A lot of bodybuilders use it to perform better and actually push even further, but as well, it has lots to do with cardiovascular disease. Do you think eggs are good for wound healing, cholesterol? The cholesterol in eggs is harmless. Actually helps the body function better, and it does act as an antioxidant as well too, which is good to have. Come here, Duke. You wanna go inside? Let's go. Too many mosquitoes here by the water. How much of that is good? What, of cholesterol or D-ribose? D-ribose you need, for a healthy person, you need 5 grams a day. For an unhealthy person that has already experienced a heart attack or had issues with heart or cardiovascular, you need minimum 10 grams a day. Try not to exceed that. I take coenzyme Q10. Coenzyme Q10 is excellent as well too, especially if you can get the form in ubiquinol. It's much higher absorbable in the body. Let me close the gate, guys, for a sec so I can get Duke inside here so we can take the leash out. And the same thing, the coenzyme Q10 is gonna actually activate the heart muscle. I know, Duke, there's a lot of mosquitoes, bud. They're biting you because you disrupted them. How to get rid of constant head pressure from anxiety? Take L-theanine. That would be like your ultimate way to actually do it. Duke, we need some raw garlic. Maybe I can put on my clothes. I'll smell like garlicky and get rid of all these freaking mosquitoes. Take L-theanine. You can also add L-tyrosine if required. Here's my little garden. We got it all going with the little green. Shoot. So everything is actually everything is showing up nicely. Everything is growing. The only thing I'm disappointed about is my 40 plants of strawberries. Not one of them has actually opened up yet. So they better not be dead. I'll be very, very disappointed. I bought 40 small plants. And the moment you put them in the ground, after you soak them for 2 hours, it's supposed to actually start within 24 hours. That's what they say. But nothing happened yet. Is taking vitamin E bad when you're in menopause? That's why only if you're taking tocopherols. That's why I always recommend tocotrienols. There's different parts of vitamin E. So no strawberries yet, which is I'm very disappointed. I have a lot of wild strawberries here. They're called bear strawberries, but they're actually very, very small. They're only about this big. Duke, you wanna go inside? Come in. They're gone. Don't worry, you're all good. You're full of mud. When I planted the strawberries with violets, they did great. Okay. I'll see what I can do because it's been 24 hours, nothing yet. So I'll give them another day or two to see what happens. If they still don't do good, then I'm disappointed. What? What's the matter? You want to play with the ball or you got too many mosquitoes on your face and everywhere? It's like mosquito land right now here. What? What's the matter? You want more, love? Okay. What is good when there's body pain? Doctor prescribed persimetol and ibuprofen. It has side effects. Yeah, you can use D-ribose. The only reason there's pain is because your mitochondria is not functioning. I would actually use D-ribose. But it depends on the pain. Where's the body pain coming from? If it's the body is tender or not. Most of the time it's due to oxalates, due to crystals. So magnesium will help quite a bit. High dose of magnesium, mostly magnesium malate, and your D-ribose would be like your best option without any side effects. I know they might not work as fast, but it depends the health of your liver. By the way, where do you live? It's beautiful. Duke, don't cut it. If you cut it, You're gonna cut the mesh, and we'll have mosquitoes coming in. I live in British Columbia. Positive vibe to all British Columbia, Canada. Right, Richard? Yeah, this is a view I have right now, guys. If you can see it, that's my little view from my little tiny house so far. And we got the electrician. They came in today. They actually installed a box right inside my sea can. So I'm gonna turn that sea can. That's my little garage is gonna be. So in the sea can there, I'm gonna put my freezer and my fridge and my washing machine. So that would be good. And I'm gonna turn around and sell my Eco Flow battery that I bought. I don't think it was worth it for being out here. How much cayenne pepper to lower blood pressure? Well, you can start with about 1/4 teaspoon and see how your body does. You can actually take as much as 1/4 teaspoon twice a day, up to 3 times a day max, without causing any hemorrhoids. Because sometimes it depends on the grade you get or how many heat units. It can give you hemorrhoids as well too. So you just gotta be careful how much you take. But keep in mind, cayenne is not all about reducing the blood pressure. That's one factor. It's the same thing as, Gary Brecka, for example, his little 10x optimal bullshit, talks about, well, your lower homocysteine, your blood pressure is fixed. Well, that's still one factor of the equation. There's about 6 factors that can actually affect your blood pressure. So same thing with Barbara O'Neill talking about, blood stimulant as cayenne. That's still one factor. Nobody's actually going after the root cause. So it's the same thing as you taking medication, you taking these herbs for life. You got to actually fix the root cause. And the root cause, nobody's even bothering looking at it. That's the problem. Cayenne pepper on a carnivore diet, the problem with it does fall under nightshade. And the nightshade, keep in mind, they could actually aggravate your bones as well too. Winter laundry should be fun. Yeah, no kidding. Right in the sea can, it'll be like freezing cold, right? But I might maybe, if it does work out and everything, I might maybe install my wood stove, because I have a small wood stove that I bought, was too small. If I don't sell it, I'm trying to actually sell some products that I bought that I'm not using or I kind of wasted money on. I'm gonna see if I can sell it. Somebody hopefully can buy it and get money for it. If not, maybe I'll install it into the sea can, and that wouldn't be too bad. Then wouldn't be not bad. Yeah, especially barefoot. Probably freeze. How are you eating liver and not overdosing? Why should I be overdosing in what? Vitamin A? You'll never overdose in vitamin A, guys. Unless you're reaching like 100,000 IU daily. You will never overdose. Trust me. And I've done a lot of liver testing and everything. It does not overstimulate, does not overdose or anything. Anybody that tells you otherwise, they're just bullshit. Hey, Monopoly, how are you? There's a lot of stuff out there that you guys hear is a lot of bullshit, because people are not actually realizing what's going on. Before you actually listen to some of these influencers, check to see what they've done, what they have for certifications, what they have for education, because a lot of them, they either lost weight or reversed diabetes or fixed certain issues, and automatically they become a freaking coach. But what level of education do they have behind them before they actually start coaching other people? Because every person's body is different, and it's not all related to insulin resistant, as everybody's starting to claim. Liver is the best. Hypervitaminosis is difficult to achieve. It is very difficult to achieve. Trust me, I was eating 6 to 8 ounces liver every single day, and checking the vitamin A levels, everything, barely scratched the surface. We have a whole bunch of pharmaceuticals, we have a whole bunch of influencers, we have a whole bunch of scientific freaking literature. You always wonder who's supporting the literature, and they cause fear mongering on the people, and people start to actually get scared to use some of this stuff. Cheers to the liver, Richard. It's my favorite organ. Is it good to have natural matured imported cheeses? If you don't have any histamine issues, then yes, it is very rich in vitamin K2. Grass-fed beef liver. What is the reason of constant stress? Does detoxifying the body help? No, it doesn't, because it's actually a deficiency that originated from magnesium. Hi, it's butter healthy. Does it cause high cholesterol. It does cause high LDL levels, but it doesn't mean that it's actually being oxidized. So yes, 100% healthy. It's whether your body can actually break it down without having any oxidization and how much your body requires. You know, whether you add like a tablespoon of grass-fed butter with your coffee, like the Bulletproof they do, or whether you actually, you know, put butter on top of your steak after you're finished cooking it, so it gives it that nice creamy flavor. It's all based on a personal preference. Just don't overdo it, because we don't know whether your body's capable of actually breaking down the fats correctly or not. And if they are able to break down the fats correctly, then you should never see like high levels of LDL. The question is, what is high level of LDL? Everybody blames the LDL level, but that's not the culprit of actually causing atherosclerosis at all. It's the blood flow, it's the blood stimulation in your arteries, and it's your blood pressure that causes the issues. Nothing to do with fats. By the way, I'm watching your live with my mom this time, and we love your channel. Thank you, Emma. Cheers. And hello to your mom. I hope you guys had a good Mother Day. Duke, where'd you hide it? There's too many mosquitoes are biting me like crazy. I found that horse spray that I had. That does actually have citronelle. I bought it for Duke. So this way I can get rid of ticks and mosquitoes. And sometimes I spray it on my shirt. So this way it does help. I'm gonna spray a little bit right now. It is better to make, if you can make your own butter, it's good. If you can't and you're still buying a grass-fed butter, you can actually make it into ghee. Duke, wait. Ghee is like, it feels like spit. Ghee is clarified butter, and this is the best way to do it, because you can actually get rid of all the lactose from it, especially if you have issue with lactose. My mom's last name is Daher too. Cool, we might be related. Duke doesn't like being sprayed. Come here, Duke. This way you don't get bit by mosquitoes. Come here. Come here. He's running away. I gotta get him. Come here. He's having too much fun. He hates the smell for some reason. Ooh, you hit your head, didn't you? With my phone. Come on. Okay, I won't spray you. Come. Come here, bud. We'll eat after in a bit. I know, it's almost time. We'll go get some food soon while we're talking. There we go. Everybody can see us good. They can see my little view. You like the smell? Yeah? You don't like the smell? Does it bother you? Hey guys, let's tap the screen. Maybe we can get more and more people showing up, and we get more questions going. And if you guys want me to talk about, one specific thing, I was gonna talk today about cholesterol. So I did the video in regards to LDL on YouTube. I hope you guys got a chance to check it out. What do you think about the blood thinner, Eloquist? You don't have to have your blood monitored. You can take it, it's not a big deal. The problem is with a lot of blood thinners, guys, you gotta keep in mind it does cause kidney damage in the long term. So temporary usage is not bad, but you can actually, thin out your blood with supplements. You have neurokinase, you have garlic, you got cayenne, you got nitrate supplement. All these things act as blood thinners. So you don't have to actually be on medication and worry about your kidney's health, because your kidney is very, very important, because kidney is one of the organs that you can't really reverse. Other than recently, I've been fixing, it's my second patient right now. We're trying to reverse their GFR with NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide, because so far we've had one good success. I'll have to look into the details of that medication, clopidogrel, for damaged kidneys. It's a possibility. We'll have to do a blood test as well, but I have to check into it to see if it does or not. I don't have much information on it, but I can look it up, and I can kind of dig a little bit further in it to see if it does damage the filtration or not of the kidneys. The green juices thin out blood too. Yeah, they do. They're just very high in oxalates. So you thin out your blood from one end, the other end pretty much you actually add oxalates. So now you're causing another issue, right? My wife is on 2 blood pressure meds, and I tried to get her off them through diet. Oh, 100%. You should, Richard. Get her to eat a little bit more arugula in the diet. Get her to actually start taking some good magnesium levels. Then you could come off the blood pressure medications. You don't need them. Just make sure before you get off of them, you have to wean off. And you have to do some blood testing just to make sure no other factors are inflamed, because a lot of the blood pressure medications, they cause like a major side effects. I took taurine today for the first time, but I was still tired after getting off work. Yeah, you have to actually let it build in your system, which is good. Mosquitoes already. Check back in a month. Yeah, no kidding. Too many mosquitoes killing me. I suppose it's funny. We've had like 3 days of like good weather, 2 to 3 days. Then yesterday morning, all we've had is like, you look at the sky, all you see is like squares of like weather modifications. And then you look at the temperature and it changed overnight to like a rainy, and the whole week is going to be cloudy. And you figure we're actually, breathing the air of all the toxic aluminum bullshit. Do you think herbal remedies work? Some other creators really promote them. See, the problem is with a lot of the herbal medications, or a lot of the herbals, some of them work only if they contain the minerals that your body requires. Only if they don't, then you're going to be taking the herbal remedies for life, and you're never going to actually get there, because the ingredients, the minerals in them is so minuscule compared to you taking like the trace minerals that I always recommend. Same thing as, when you drink, for example, I'm trying to think on top of my head, let's see, like hibiscus tea or other things like that. They do have some polyphenols, and they have some magnesium or certain vitamin C, but the amount they have in it is so minuscule that you have to drink like almost so many cups a day to actually get the benefit, while you could actually be taking, certain trace minerals and get it in like 1/4 of a teaspoon. So it's a hit and miss with some of these herbs, and I kind of don't like the herbs much, because we don't know where the source is. And if the source is not grown in a proper area, imagine how much heavy metals they have. My mom takes apo and amlodipine before bed, but increases her heartbeat after. Do you know why? Because it's probably throwing off the calcium and the magnesium off. So what you have is contraction and relaxation. It's actually causing so much contraction, so the heartbeat is increasing and not enough relaxation. Any suggestion for prostate inflammation? Yeah, there is. Prostate inflammation starts all in the kidneys, but there is a specific medication one of my good patients is actually looking into to try using. It's called Cialac, and I did do some research on it. There hasn't been that much major side effect from it. But another thing is you can do is look after your kidneys, and it'll actually fix your prostate inflammation. You can actually take nicotinamide riboside or nicotinamide mononucleotide. We've seen some good effect on that. I don't have like a positive answer yet, but working on it. You look great, bro. Must be your state of mind and your happy place. I am in my happy place, and today I kind of decided to actually either go for rabbits or chicken. So the field down below, I might maybe, once I'm done the electrical tomorrow and I'm happy with it, I might maybe build like a chicken coop. We'll see how that goes. Can you explain what L-arginine does and if it's worth taking for blood flow? L-arginine is actually, it's an amino acid that we get from food, and actually that's how it activates nitric oxide. But without the proper antioxidants behind it, it could actually cause induced nitric oxide instead of enos. So it'll create INOS instead of enos, and we want enos, which is endothelial nitric oxide, to actually support your cardiovascular system. If you don't do that, and you don't have the right antioxidants such as alpha lipoic acid and vitamin C, I had a stack when I talked about it in a specific video. And for women, you have to take 80 grams. For guys, you have to take 12 grams. You can actually cause oxidative stress, and you can cause more harm than good taking L-arginine or even citrulline. What's the natural way to get calcium? Vitamin D will increase your calcium. So if I'm low in glutathione, would L-arginine not be a good idea? I would not. No. Glutathione, even if you eat like iso whey or whey protein, it should actually increase your glutathione levels. If you take milk thistle, NAC, glycine, that will increase your glutathione level because it helps with the conversion as well. Probably it would be better to do that than to actually take L-arginine. Because L-arginine does, you gotta be careful, but if it does cause oxidative stress, it can damage your arterial flexibility. What vitamin or mineral could prevent infection? You have to have like your full trace minerals, and vitamins, it varies. It varies. It's all about reducing inflammation. Infection, you have quercetin, you have vitamin C. Um, you have a lot of polyphenols are really good for infections, as well like ellagic, which is converting your microbiome to I can't remember the exact name now. They're actually it's gonna become very popular. Just wait and see, guys. Do NR and NMN really have any one benefit than just taking niacin? It does, because it's the proper ratio of mix. So you have nicotinamide mixed with ribose. You can actually do your own mixes, and you can probably get it for cheaper. But the problem is D-ribose on its own is very expensive. So it depends if you can get the certificate of analysis, and I have one for the NR, nicotinamide riboside. So they're using 750 milligrams of nicotinamide, and they're using was 800 milligrams of D-ribose, and that's how they actually made NR, nicotinamide riboside. Whey or creatine? Comments. Creatine. You eat enough whey in your diet. Do you think some people like me do better on high carb diets? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. They banned NMN in America. I think they are trying to make it a pharma drug. Yeah, because they've seen a lot of good benefit from it. Because as soon as there's anything to do with niacin, they've been after it for probably the past 60 years. Because they know niacin does actually, fix your lipid, and the other form of niacin does actually help with longevity and metabolism too. What do you think about olive leaf for weight loss? And it's not bad. For polyphenols, it's amazing. Natural way to get calcium. Vitamin D. You don't need to take calcium. Vitamin D, bone broth, calcium meal, bone meals. All that stuff has calcium. You don't need to take a calcium product. Never in your life take a calcium product. Get it from food. Are you vaccinated? I don't believe in that. What else can actually help with calcium? Vitamin K2 will help regulate your calcium. Any thoughts on that recent Nature study on niacin and heart disease paid off by Big Pharma? I did a video on that on YouTube. It was like almost maybe like a month ago, I think. And I think it's just, it's funny. The studies are kind of funny. Ground eggshells. There you go. There's your calcium as well. What alternative therapies do you recommend as complements to nutritional guidance for your clients? What alternative therapies do you recommend as a complement? It depends on their goal. Like when it comes down to nutritional guidance, I'll give you the full benefit from helping you with supplements, helping you with the plan, with the food to eat, with the ingredients, with everything. Other than that, if you don't need any other therapies, it's based on your goal, whether you're looking to put on more muscle mass, lose weight, whether you have like specific injury and you need the specific therapies for it, then we can actually look into that. How can you reduce cholesterol? It's not whether you want to reduce your cholesterol, it's whether your cholesterol is being oxidized. Do you think I can get rid of blood pressure medication with carnivore diet? It's not about just a carnivore diet. Carnivore diet plays one role, but the other role is a deficiency in certain minerals. And when it comes down to blood pressure topic from now on, it's better if you guys book an appointment with me, because a lot of influencers out there, they throw certain things out there and nobody knows exactly how it works. How do you know if the cholesterol is being oxidized? You can get your LPPLA2 check. You can check your ApoB to ApoA1 ratio, and you can check your MPO. These are actually very, very crucial. And now there's a new test in certain states you can get. It's called OXLDL. And you can see how much is being oxidized and whether it's actually causing atherosclerosis or not. Psoriasis is the biggest skin organ. It's your gut. Do you believe in blood type diet? I think it's bullshit. I tried it, and a lot of people tried it, and actually it's not the best thing out there. Imagine, blood type A would actually, they say they thrive on tofu, and tofu is freaking man-made. How do you make bloating go away fast? Take pineapple and collagen. That will flush out your intestines. Asking because it reversed my diabetes on carbs. Perfect. I think not everyone can do that. Not everybody can do that. No, certain people could, certain people can't. It varies on your individual, based on your microbiome or not. So if my cholesterol is slightly high at 205, it's not high, but 205 is fine. But all of those other tests are okay. Nothing to worry, 100%. Nothing to worry about. There's no soft plaque, then there's not going to be calcifications. Any advice of taking L-citrulline? I would never recommend it because you're gonna end up spending more money than usual to actually get a proper nitric oxide release. And citrulline is not gonna do it. It's gonna cause more of an induced nitric oxide, more of oxidative stress. That's why the one I recommend is actually a patent design where it comes from beet, 25% without the oxalates and potassium nitrate. What do you think about lipase for cholesterol? Another bullshit product. It will not be powerful enough, even taking 2.5 million units of lipase, and it will still won't reach your heart. Even they did a direct injection of 6 million international units of lipase in the arterial system. All it did is enhance the vasodilation, but did nothing to the calcifications or the cholesterol. So that's why I say it's bullshit. And I did a video about it. I did a video and I went in very detailed that they use 6 million international units of lipase and no benefit at all. And there's no way you're gonna actually take a whole bottle in a day to actually reach. By the time it goes through the digestive juices, already most of it is destroyed. By the time it reaches to the heart, because it has a 15-minute window, it'll never make it. Even with the injection, it won't make it. And it won't actually support the heart at all. So it's bullshit. And I know who's been talking about this lots lately. They're just trying to sell you more freaking lipase bullshit. They want to make money. Do you think it's okay to stop statins? Yeah, you can wean off of it by actually making sure nothing is being oxidized and whether your LDL is being oxidized or not. Notice on kefir in stores does not say pasteurized milk. Wonder if that's truthful. You have to check. But a lot of them has to say it. If they don't say it, then they're actually hiding it. And sometimes some of them do have the right to hide it because the government actually keep that freely open. If you take digestive enzymes often, does your body stop making their own? No, they won't, because it's not a stimulant effect. It doesn't. Hi, on previous live, I saw you drinking from a big copper cup. Was that something you do to get copper into your diet? Yes. Every liter of water you drink from a copper cup, you get roughly about 2 milligrams. It's good to have some copper in your diet, especially if you can't eat certain organs where I'm at right now. Having garlic first thing in the morning good for heart health? Garlic is garlic. All you're doing is just you're breaking your fast. That's the first thing you're doing, and you're just adding more sulfur to your diet. It doesn't mean it's gonna give you like heart health. You know, you can eat the garlic on your first meal. Why does it have to be early morning? Who came up with that concept? It's just another influencer bullshit where there's no proven data behind it. Plus, garlic is very hard on the system to take early morning without food. The sulfur requires certain fats to be actually broken down in the body to use it. If you take it on an empty stomach, it can give you cramps sometimes. Some people use it, some people can tolerate it, some can't. Maurice calling out influencers today, I love it. I have to. It's been frustrating lately. And especially, you know, certain big, massive influencers that are actually making tons of money off of people and charging them over $1,200 for a session to do whether it's a genetic test or whatever. And after they sell you the supplements for like a $2,000 package, yet you look at their supplementation, they use one of the cheapest form of using magnesium oxide and magnesium citrate, and they wonder why the person is not being helped. That's it. They make them money, one big shot, and they're gone. I get these patients because, and I charge so low because I want to make sure every patient is looked after. I'm looking at you guys as being a long-term patient, not a one-time come and get the hell out of here. I made my money. I'm happy with it. I don't work that way. So either I'm going to give you the 110% benefit behind it, or I won't take you as a client. And there's a lot of that stuff out there. And I've been approached with a lot of these companies where they said, you know, why don't you have like a $5,000 ticket instead of having a $50 ticket? Why? So you can actually scare certain people and nobody would actually even look at you or listen to you. There's a lot of bullshit out there. Hi Maurice, could you explain how to lower probe terminal numbers? I'll have to look into that. I can't think at the top of my head right now. Maybe send me a message, George. I'll send you some information on it. What are your thoughts on black seed oil? I think black seed oil is garbage. Sorry to say that. Till today, we have no equipment to actually extract proper seed oils without oxidization, especially because they contain a lot of polyunsaturated fats. And the problem with polyunsaturated fats, a lot of these seed oils, once they are exposed to light, once they are exposed to air or heat, they're already oxidized. So you're buying oil in a bottle that is oxidized, at least 20% oxidized or 30% oxidized, depends on how much polyunsaturated fats they contain. Your second step is how much monounsaturated fat they contain as well. Monounsaturated fats is as well oxidized. So even with olive oil, you got already about 15% oxidized. Avocado oil, you got about 40% oxidized. So the question is, do you continue using these seed oils? Yes or no? I would say no to it. I can't answer that question whether you get the same or not. How can trace minerals function in your body when it's so small, like 2%? That's all your body requires. What is the most thing that you do throughout the day or you actually take? It's water. So every time you drink water, you get these minerals replenished in your body slowly, very slowly. And we don't want to take them all at once because your body is not equipped to actually absorb them all at once. Come on, Duke, where's the ball? Catch it. Almost had it. Can I at least take the liposafe for the digestive system since I can return? Yeah, you can take it. Take it, especially when you eat like a fatty meal. It will actually help you break down, let's say, all the fat-soluble essential fatty acids. Sounds good, George, and we can discuss them more in details. You can send me a direct message or a comment on YouTube. More than happy to give you the information as well too. What trace minerals is underrated in terms of how important it is? What trace minerals? The one I've been using is the one from Australia, Australian Sea, and I've actually checked their certificate of analysis. It actually is very, very good. The combination in it, it does have all the 70 plus trace minerals. It does has a proper combination of magnesium and a proper combination of electrolytes. And I've done a test between that one and another company from iHerb that I was using for many years. Because what happened is, the way I did the test, I deplete my body from magnesium. So usually when you deplete your body from magnesium, you're gonna end up getting like cramps in your thighs, and it stays like roughly 10-15 minutes. And the way you can do that is by eating a lot of sugar. So I did a test out of eating a lot of dates just to kind of show that it does work. And I ate almost about 16 or 18 pieces, and within about an hour, what you do is you start to get the cramps in your legs, and you actually take the trace minerals under your tongue, and technically it's supposed to work right away, and it never did. I had to actually take 4 squeezes and it still wouldn't work. While with the one from Australia, I did it again a week after, and within 20 drops, so less than a full squeeze, actually it hit instantly. So there's a huge difference in between absorption rate, and already the RBC magnesium that I have has improved quite a bit. Oh, the brand, if you go to my website, Laughter, it's on there. It says on it, Trace Minerals, Aussie Trace Minerals. Definitely check it out. It does have everything in it. It comes in a bottle. They actually even offer spray to kind of spray it on your skin if you want to. Duke, what are you digging? Been dealing with GERD. Is it a nutrient deficiency? Have heard it's low stomach acid and ACV. Should I drink a little salt water? Have had metallic taste in the mouth for a while. Don't know it's gone. Yeah, so usually it's a kidney issue, but the GERD is all about food combining while you're actually increasing the acidity with hydrochloric acid and apple cider vinegar. I did an ebook on that, and it was a free ebook, Sam, how to actually fix GERD or acid reflux. Send me a message. I'll send you the ebook for free. No problem. Is manganese important? Don't hear much about it. I know mitochondria needs it, right? Mitochondria does need it, but the problem is if you end up taking too much manganese, you can cause actually a liver toxic effect. Manganese has actually been proven to actually reduce atherosclerosis as well too, at 10 milligrams per day. The question is, before you take it, you have to check your, I think, biotin level, because it depletes your biotin if you're not deficient in it. So it is a very, very important mineral, and I've been actually doing a lot of research on it recently because I'm interested about the atherosclerosis part of it, but it does conflict with biotin. What state do you live in? I'm in BC in Canada. Hello from Australia. On to it, Aussie. Nice. Got 20 mosquitoes. Hi, yesterday I heard you mentioned supplementing borax into a liter of water. Could you expand on that for me, please? I didn't hear all the details. So yeah, every 1/8 of a teaspoon of borax, you mix it with 1 liter of water, will actually give you 32 milligrams of boron. And boron, that's the best way to get boron and most bioavailable from borax. But make sure when you do that 1 liter of water, you don't take it all at once. You just sip out throughout the day, and it'll give you 32 milligrams, which is pretty amazing. And that's how I do it. Recently, I've been testing because the body can only absorb boron at a time, roughly about anywhere between 6 to 8 milligrams. You don't want to overtake it. How to reduce inflammation? It depends on the inflammation. One of the first things you can do with reducing inflammation is start taking some polyphenols. Polyphenols will be your number one to actually help with inflammation. That's your first step. Second step is to eliminate everything that is heavily processed in your body. Heavily processed, anything that is processed, anything that has more than a single ingredient, stop taking, stop consuming it. Very, very simple. And anybody can fix the inflammation in the body. You don't need supplement to fix the inflammation. You can just do it by, adjusting your lifestyle and, knowing exactly how much fuel your body requires. Keep in mind, we use two things for fuel. We use simple carbs, which is sugars, and we use fats for fuel. And you don't need sugar on a daily basis to fuel, to actually, have energy, for example, right? It's all a freaking myth. Can you name some polyphenols? Yeah, you got ellagic acid, comes from pomegranate. You got EGCG, comes from green tea. You got curcumin, comes from turmeric. Curcumin has to be 95% extracted. You got pine bark, such as what's that one? It's one of the most expensive polyphenol. Damn, I forget the name. But yeah, so you have few. You got berries. Berries, you can get tons of polyphenols as well too. How's the wilderness life going, Maurice? Any adventures so far? So far, we've seen 2 deers, we've seen 1 coyote. It's a windy day. We've seen a lot of mosquitoes, been bit like crazy. Haven't stopped yet because the weather kind of fluctuates. I got my greenhouse going. All my plants are like going. So all my cucumbers, my little fruits, except the strawberries, haven't really come to life yet. I don't know why. Duke is having a good time. He's playing right behind me with the ball. Other than that, everything's going good. We're finally gonna get power here, so I'm not running off the battery. And once I get the power, I'm gonna sell the battery and maybe I'll build like a small chicken coop. Do you mean pycnogenol for the last one? Yes, that's one of my favorite polyphenol. Well, let's see what Duke found. Pycnogenol is one of my favorites. So I've been taking pine bark, and it actually has about 90% extracted, so it should have pretty good amounts of pycnogenol. I've been testing it for the past week and a half. It's been interesting. Thanks. Do you cycle your boron like 5 days on for a few days rest, or you take every day? You can cycle. It's not gonna harm you. It's not a stimulant that you have to actually cycle, but you can definitely do that. You don't have to go on it for a very long time. Duke found Sasquatch. Probably. We're trying to get there. Unless maybe it's my neighbor's chicken, because sometimes they wander and Duke is like tempted to actually jump the fence and catch one. Your strawberries are growing roots first. Hopefully they will start soon. Oh, I'm hoping they start. I need the strawberries or else I won't have fruits this year. Couldn't agree more. No processed food. I just eat red meat and all inflammation has gone. So has the associated been? Oh, 100%. Cheers to carnivorous, right? 100%. It's pine. Oops, I missed it. I guess you got a short crop growing season. Yeah, the weather here is not that great. I wish we have like a much longer summer. Seriously, like our summer season is so small, so tiny. And what happened is it start to get cold in the month of August. So it's like, what do you do? Like not much growth going on. That's why we can only grow like mostly in this area, mostly berries. More than anything, they thrive like blueberries, huckleberries, honey berries. I'm trying to grow some honey berries to see how they do. If they do really well, next year I want to buy like maybe 100 plants of honey berries, and I think that would be the ideal. How to start eating meat? Gradually. Start with bone broth first to get the feel of it, get the flavor, get the essential trace minerals that you require. Then you can actually slowly, within about a week, you can slowly introduce it, one piece at a time, and you should be fine. But maybe book a time with me, Anzia, and we can actually discuss that. I can probably give you like a plan of 21 days how you can actually introduce it slowly to your system without kind of causing any digestive disturbances or a shock to your body. Use egg and eggshell. Oops. Do you know anything about the spoiled child collagen supplement? I haven't heard of that. Spoiled child. If it's a new company, maybe it's good to send me a message. Maybe I'll check out the company. It's hard to find non-GMO fruit. Then don't eat any. I know it's been very, very tough. No seeds, nothing anymore exist. Yes, no point fighting nature. Look forward to seeing your progress. We're getting there slowly. Probably starting next week, I get all the material that I ordered because they have to drive it down here. So I'll start doing the installation. Once the installation is done, I'll install my wood stove. At least I got all that secured, which is my mind is at ease. Then I was gonna build like an outside shower and bathroom. Oh, here, Aaron, did you guys see it? A tree just fell behind me, and there goes Duke. Let's go see. It didn't hit the fence, which is good. So whenever we have like strong wind and stuff, a lot of these rotten trees, they actually fall. Last year I had to take so many so they don't fall on a tiny house. But now it just fell there, and there's another one that's probably gonna fall soon. Hopefully it doesn't hit the fence. You can see how crooked it is. I don't know if it looks a little bit dark. Let me get a little bit closer. It's okay, Duke, just a tree. As long as it didn't hit our water line. Yeah, it's still dark. Come on, I can't get the good picture. Maurice, where about you're located in the north? I am in Canada right now, in British Columbia. Let's go up here. Okay, let me show trees will fall on us. So see how that tree is like, it's shifted to the side. Can you guys see it there? So one tree fell there, and this tree probably will fall. Have a friend wanting to be medicated for anxiety. What are sources to help naturally? Start them with L-theanine. You're okay, Duke. It's just a tree fell. Hopefully it didn't hit our water container. We have to go check soon. You're good. I'm not gonna let you go right now. Whenever there's like high wind or heavy rain and high heat, trees will start to actually explode sometimes, and they just fall. It's crazy. What do you think of the feel great system? Example, people pushing insulin resistance. The feel great system is bullshit. They're just after your money, where you're spending more than $150 a freaking month, and all you can do is go to iHerb or go to any like local store and buy acacia fiber and buy some yerba mate for tea, and you're good to go. And you're saving $150 a month, guys. It's that simple. Yes, okay, insulin resistance is an issue, but we can fix it with fiber, we can fix it with diet. You don't need to spend $150 a month. I have one of my customers yesterday, one of my patients, he was spending close to about $200 a month, him and his wife, just so you can actually, and they couldn't afford it anymore, being on a program. And I gave him the ingredients. Just go buy yourself some acacia fiber, take 1/4 teaspoon, that's all your body can handle, and can actually allow proper stimulation of your intestine, and get some yerba mate if you like, or drink your freaking coffee. You're gonna still reduce your insulin resistance, because it's actually preventing you from overeating. That simple. And yerba mate is pretty cheap. You can buy like a freaking 1 kilogram for $25, and 1 kilogram will last you almost like 3 months. So a lot of this stuff is found in like a normal nutrition store. There's no such thing as a triple complex, fiber and a whole bunch of other crap. And fiber is seriously a myth. The only good thing about fiber is you get it from real food. You get it from berries. But yet, if you already live in a disease, then definitely let's add some chicory root, or let's add some acacia fiber for first few months, and you'll be fine. Acacia or chicory root for the fiber. Send me a message. I'll send you guys the name. It's not the problem that whether people are lazy or not, Mama Angel. The problem is there's a lot of influencers They're taking advantage of the people out there. And the problem is, if you see like a lot of these people that are taking advantage, it's just a regular person that actually bought the product. And because it's like, how can I say this? I'm going back like 20, 30 years ago where they used to come up with these network schemes, bullshit, right? They get you to buy the product, you're set to on a monthly basis, and the only way you can get your product for free if you can get somebody under you and another person under you, so you make the percentage of them. I can't remember the exact name, but that's the network scheme they've been doing. They came up with that concept 20, 30 years ago, and now they're actually reintroducing it again with the supplementation line. Damn, I can't remember the name exactly for it. Any advice on supplements? Like a pyramid scheme, exactly. That's what they're doing, and people are falling for it. That's what they're doing live. They're going in there. You might see like different unusual people actually talking about health. What the hell do you guys know about health if you don't have any education behind it? Just because you fix your insulin resistant, or are you there just to make money? Real food is the best way to fix health, 100%. That's called the pyramid system. Yes, the pyramid bullshit system. Duke, I'm not gonna let you go there. There's a tree might fall and it's gonna hit you. What's the dosage guide for L-theanine and where it's sourced? I have the link on my profile bio for the L-theanine I use. I buy it from iHerb. You can get it from there. 200 milligrams is an ideal dose, but you can go 400 milligrams. You can go as far as 10,000 milligrams. There's no known side effect at all. The most I've ever taken was 1,000 milligrams. I have one of my patients, he took about 5,000 milligrams, and we end up fixing his anxiety and depression. You can definitely do that. 200 milligrams, see how you feel. It is gonna shut off your brain. It is gonna shut off everything, so you can be a lot more focused and a lot more dedicated on the projects you're working. Hey, Zach, how are you? Are nuts bad for you? It's not whether they're bad for you. They just contain oxalates and anti-nutrients. If you sprout them, you soak them for 24 hours. If you sprout them, you can reduce the anti-nutrient effect, but don't think of them as a complete protein. Just think of them as a snack or like a fat snack, but not all of them are good. Some are good, like I would only recommend maybe macadamia or possibly walnut. These are pretty good fats. I can't get them myself here, they're very expensive. And if you want something as a carby snack, would be like pistachio. What's that with the sorry? Duke, you're not going there. That tree might fall. Shift it to the side. I'll have to get the chainsaw and cut it. I don't know if I want to cut it actually. That doesn't look good the way it's standing. I'll probably leave it, let it fall on its own. Dude, get the ball, I'll play with you. Hi bro, what are we talking about? 1,000 milligrams to get rid of anxiety. Sorry, I just go on. There's a product called L-theanine. I did an ebook on it as well too. How to use L-theanine. And there's another one you can use called L-tyrosine. But L-theanine is good. It is found in green tea, but we don't get it in our food system anymore. But once you take it, it will actually fix anxiety, stress, depression, mood, cognition, everything. What good for the eyes? You got astaxanthin, you got bilberry, zeaxanthin as well. L-theanine, so L-theanine. What helps thyroid? It depends whether it's underactive or overactive. If it's underactive, tyrosine helps, iodine helps. If it's overactive, which is hyper, then acetyl L-carnitine is the only thing that would actually help. But keep in mind, lifestyle plays a huge role. It's not so much your thyroid that is causing the issue. It's mostly your gut, your digestive system. Is L-theanine safe for teenagers? Oh, 100%, 100%. It is 100% safe. It's like drinking green tea. I'm gonna go get the food for Duke. You guys gonna wait for me here. We're gonna go get food for Duke. We're gonna give it to him. Once he's done eating, I'm gonna work out. Then I'm gonna have coffee first. You wanna go get some food, Duke? Okay. Let's go get his, because he's hungry. This is his time. But you guys wait here, don't go anywhere. You guys probably gonna see me walking all the way down to the bottom because my freezer is all the way down in the bottom where that trailer is because I don't have power here yet. So I'll have to go down on the bottom to get Duke's chicken and everything, and you guys can wait. Coffee sounds good. Yeah, I just got my espresso machine today. I'm excited because I'm running the espresso machine off my battery, and actually it did work. So I did only 1 cup today, but I'm gonna do another one just now. Here, let's go get you some food, Duke. So it's gonna be exciting. We'll test it out again. The first cup was not bad. How much the land you have? 5 acres. I only cleared about 1.5 acres to come up all the way to the top. Shilajit, what do you think? Shilajit is not bad as an anti-inflammatory. The problem is with Shilajit is it's expensive. If you can afford it, then I say go for it. But if you cannot afford it, or you cannot buy like for multiple months, then I would say skip it and don't even bother using it. Duke, where's your leash? I can't find it. Colostrum is good, very expensive as well, very similar to Shilajit. If you can afford it to fix your gut, go for it. It's not cheap. Or probably if you're looking to use it for like gut health, then use peptides. Will be much more effective. Is alpha-lipoic acid similar to folate? No, alpha-lipoic acid is an antioxidant. It helps with water-soluble and fast-soluble. So it actually enhances your vitamin C and enhances your vitamin E. But you got to make sure you get the R form. Folate is a vitamin B complex. Completely different. I'm trying to see. Where's Duke's leash? Duke, where's your leash? Is the wood stove you mentioned the one you had delivered and loaded on the trailer? Yes, it's still actually in the trailer because I can't really lift it here. So I'm waiting for 2 of my friends that are coming down, probably mid-May, and well, close to end of May, and they're gonna help me lift it inside the tiny house. The damn thing weighs like almost 500 pounds. Duke, where's your leash? Sorry, we're looking for Duke's leash, or else I can't take him with me. Where's your leash, buddy? Where'd you put it? You must have played with it and put it somewhere. Let's go look for it. Is the wood no, okay. What? How to get the right folate? Look for methyl folate. Look for methyl folate. That's what you need because it has to be in a methylated form. Come in, Duke. Let's look for the. Where the hell did you put it? Let's go back into the trailer to check. Is it in the bathroom? No. Duke, where's the leash? Give me a second, guys. Shoot. Can't find the leash. That's not good. Where's all those thumbs for Maurice? Yeah, guys, where's the thumbs up or likes so we can get more and more people joining? Would be great. You guys would be awesome. Okay, I don't know where the leash is. I might keep Duke here so I can go get his food and come back. Hopefully he doesn't destroy the camera. I think maybe it's there on the floor. This is not good. Okay. You guys see where the trailer is, right? All the way in the bottom? All the way there? So I'm gonna walk all the way down to the bottom. You guys hold on. Anybody comes and asks me a question, just tell them Maurice will be back. I'm gonna go get Duke some food and we'll be right back. I have to get him the chicken from the freezer. So give me a minute, guys. Stay. I have no leash for you. you go. We made it. What did I miss? Did we lose a few people? Duke is eating his chicken. Let me show you. He already took one. So probably tomorrow or the day after I can have the chicken or the freezer in a container maybe. So sorry to bother you again. I have metallic taste and I'm dealing with GERD. Google says it can be kidney sinus infection, iron deficiency, GERD or cancer. You don't drink enough water, pee always. The problem is not about drinking enough water. The problem is hydrating correctly. And that's why you're having that issue. Is the food frozen? Yeah, it is frozen. How safe is it out in the wild? It is safe. Like, I'm comfortable. Should be fine. As long as you don't have that, mentality where you're thinking, oh, there's a bear watching me, or there's coyotes, or whatever it is, right? How can I kill yeast infection? Digestive enzymes and with heavy polyphenols. Does blood pressure fluctuating blood pressure, is it normal? No, it's not normal. It's actually a symptom that is giving you, but you should definitely be looking after it. Don't be ignoring it. And it's not about getting your blood test or blood pressure readings. It depends how your blood pressure readings are done. Your blood pressure readings has to be done 3 times a day, 3 consecutive days, and then you can actually figure out the difference in between, whether you actually truly have high blood pressure or there is truly something that's happening with the fluctuation. Guys, I gotta make my espresso shot now because we're gonna be working out soon. Without an espresso shot, it's not gonna work for me. So like usual, I'm gonna heat up the water. Let's turn on the espresso machine. I'm super excited about this espresso machine because I've been waiting for it for a week, and I wasn't sure if my battery can handle it. But we're getting power tomorrow, which is fine. I'm gonna keep the beans so I can burn them. Maybe you can get rid of some freaking mosquitoes. Oh, come on, I made a mess. Damn. We made a mess. We made a mess. Oh. Shoot. Damn. So as always, we're gonna put some MCT oil. That's gonna be your energy, your fat for fuel. I'm gonna put roughly about a tablespoon, as you guys can see, and we're gonna ground some fresh beans. So this way, it will always taste nice and nice rich flavor. And this is a coffee I've been using. It's actually not bad. Here I bought it locally. It's about an hour and a half from here where they produce it. Guys, let's get some thumbs up on YouTube And let's get some hearts going on TikTok, would be great. By the way, guys, if you do miss a video, I do have the full recording on YouTube. Everything we've kind of went through, everything we talked about, you can actually review it there. This is an important espresso shot because this is what's going to give me energy right now. Hey Jade, going to class, hope to catch you later on. Sounds good. We'll chat. I hope you're doing good. If the metallic taste in mouth is kidney problems, if I start drinking more water because I know I'm hydrated. It's not about hydration. It's not about drinking so much water. It's about hydrating with trace minerals. And that's the only way you can actually fix your the taste, the heavy metal taste from the kidneys. I just hope the filtration of your kidneys are fine. I'm here, Duke. You can continue eating. What are you making? Coffee. I'm just grinding some coffee beans. I'm gonna do an espresso shot with my new machine. I just got it today. Hopefully it turns out good. Perfect, so we got the coffee grind. Let's make the espresso shot. This has to be perfect. So while I'm putting this, the water is already boiling. So what I do is with the water, I put it in my cup so I can actually heat up my cup. Because if your cup is not heated correctly and you actually pour the espresso in it, it will actually cause an acidic flavor. It will actually oxidize the beans because it's going from hot to cold right away. So you want to make sure that the same temperature is going across from one cup to the other, or else it's never going to work good. Is white rice good or bad? And basmati rice? Yeah, white rice is good, especially if you're going to do it as a carb load. Simple carbohydrate, pure glucose, no fructose, no anti-nutrients in it or anything. And that is going to actually support whether muscle growth or whether you're looking for a carb load. Excellent choice. And one of the best choice you can do. Shit, I left the door open. Stupid mosquitoes. Okay. We got the grind going, we got everything. Should olive oil be kept in the fridge or oxidation? No, it has to stay away from heat and oxygen and light. Does not have to be in the fridge, no. And once you open an olive oil bottle, you have less than 30 days to consume it. Give me a second, guys. Shit, it's hot. Okay, let me make my coffee. How to remove pesticides from vegetables, brother? Vinegar and carbon. Just give me a sec. Can I use butter for every cooking? Yeah, you can use butter, you can use ghee, you can use coconut oil, all that stuff is good. How bad are the mosquitoes bites where you are? Very bad. I've been bit all day today. It's been crazy. Non-stop. Working pressure. Almost done. Which coffee can I buy that is heart healthy? Make sure it is organic. Make sure there's no malt toxins to it or anything like that. You serious about olive oil? Yeah, I am serious about olive oil. So there you go, we got the coffee. Now we're gonna blend it with some MCT oil. Then we're gonna heat it up one more step. We got the coffee going, it's all blended. Can't believe I got a freaking mosquito in here. Damn. Gotta get rid of it. I'm coming, Duke. He's knocking on the door. So there you go. There's my little rich, creamy coffee with some MCT oil. That's my espresso shot. Perfect. Look at that. Perfect to the rim. And that's like a perfect espresso. Never fails. It's perfect every time. Let's go outside. The mosquitoes just love me to death. Same goes with gnats, bees, shingers, and I like. Oh, it's insane. It's crazy, like non-stop. It's funny when I did a high-fat intake. For some reason, I would never get mosquitoes approaching me at all. And when I got off the high-fat, I went a little bit more lean protein. Now I get attacked with freaking mosquitoes. It's crazy. Look, you good? You finished the food? Good job. Lavazza Super Crema is good. I haven't tried the Lavazza yet. I haven't been able to get like the one I get here is it is an organic Arabica coffee, 100%. Actually, I like it. It has a nice flavor. It's very creamy. But it's all about the machine, whether the machine is processed it good or not. I have another machine that is actually a manual espresso machine. And I've tried already 18 espresso shots, and every shot I've tried, it actually oxidizes so quick because I could never tune in the proper levels of pressure. And it was an expensive machine. So I went back into the electrical because this one actually does it automatic for you. The other one is giving me such a hard time. But the other one is so intense that one cup, one espresso shot would actually... Duke, leave it alone, bud. One espresso shot will actually... It doesn't allow you to crave any coffee or nothing like that. Breville Barista is not bad, but the one I had, I gotta get you guys the name. It's a manual machine that you actually press it by hand. But once you have one shot, seriously, you'll never crave coffee for another cup or a second cup or nothing like that. It's very, very, very strong coffee. How can I avoid my mosquito bites? I don't know, maybe try to increase in more fat, more of a ketogenic high fat levels. Because the high fat worked for me and I had no mosquitoes attack me or nothing like that. But now when I went the other way, more higher protein, it seems they're coming after me. How to heal eczema and psoriasis, all coming from your gut. Duke, here. You okay? I got him eggs today from the farmer. I think the farmer gave me some old eggs or something, seriously, because I gave him 3 eggs this morning, and this is the first time he has a soft stool effect. He hasn't had a soft stool effect in, like, as far as I remember, like a year and a half or 2 years. But now, I gave him these 3 eggs this morning, and he's been having like a soft bowels. I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe the eggs are bad. But I had some too. So I don't know, I had 5 eggs today. How to heal my gut? There's a lot of things to do with the gut. There's your enzymes, there's your There's your acidity, there's a proper pH, there's a lot of things to look into the gut. It's not just how can I heal my gut and give you an answer. It's all related to the food. So probably best to book a time with me and I can guide you through the whole process. We can get a fix, no problem. It's just you have to kind of stay consistent and actually work your way, and we can actually get everything healed up pretty good, from your pancreas to your gallbladder to your liver to your intestines. So make sure everything is functioning correctly. I just ate pizza and a salad. Cheers to the pizza. I haven't had pizza for years. I need some. Friend drink too much, that maybe his eczema. Because the alcohol is going to conflict with the absorption of your nutrients, and it is sometimes due to an issue where sometimes it does conflict with our probiotic system. Never get that high wind. This is the first time. I think we're going to have more trees dropping today. It's going to be interesting. As long as I don't drop and break my fence and try to kind of go after them, then it becomes an issue. Hey Marie. Do you use powder or liquid MCT oil? I use liquid. No, Duke, you rip it, but it's already ripped once. Best way to lower cholesterol? I did an ebook on how to lower cholesterol successfully. Check it out. Same time you're gonna support my channel. It's only a few dollars actually. Have you ever tried pine needle tea? No, I haven't yet. I'll have to look into it. A lot of this stuff, we don't have access here in Canada for most of the stuff. A lot of it is going to be always ordered. It's not on Amazon, Emma. If you click on my picture profile, it takes you to my main page of TikTok. There's actually, my website is listed there. Then you can see all my ebooks and stuff. Do you use powder or liquid? How does MCT oil taste? It's tasteless. It's tasteless. It's actually derived from coconut. So coconut oil, I even cook with MCT oil. The only reason I cook with MCT oil, because it's all short chain fatty acid. See, what happens is when you actually consume long chain fatty acids, it does increase your LDL levels. Now, it doesn't mean LDL is harmful. It's just whether if you take too much, like me, if I drink like 3 or 4 shots of espresso a day, and I'm constantly taking a lot of let's say long chain fatty acid, it can cause an oxidation, possibly because I'm not utilizing them. So MCT oil will actually prevent that, which is nice. Duke, leave that alone. Let me put you some fresh water. So that's the nice thing about MCT oil. So you can definitely, if you have C8 and C10, you can definitely cook with it because it is short chain fatty acid and it does not have any long chain fatty acid. So therefore it's not going to oxidize your cholesterol or oxidize your LDL, which is great, because if you actually just do coconut oil and you're going to have all 7 fats, and out of the 7 fats, there's only 2 short chain and fat long chain. So you have to kind of, wonder whether you do need the extra LDL levels or not. You need to start asking people to subscribe here for access to books or gifting. I should. A lot of people know exactly, to support my channel. So I hope you guys can support my channel, whether it's donation or buying my ebooks. That would greatly help me, and that will greatly help me to be able to continue doing these lives. Now, I know I'd like to do lives every single day for at least 2 or 3 hours, but sometimes the stuff, if I'm not able to make any, it's not a profit, is to kind of support myself as well too. Then I don't want to really get a full-time job. I'm trying to make this as my full-time. I wish TikTok would actually pay like they do in the US for likes and stuff like that, but they don't. Here in Canada it's tough. And not making money, it makes it very tough as well, 200%. And I do give a lot of good, valuable information on here. So any support you guys do, whether you buy an ebook or you subscribe, all that stuff will definitely help me stay in business and give you guys more information. And this way I can do even more testing and more, because I only talk about certain products only if I actually testing the product. If I don't test the product, anybody can go and read scientific literature and tell you, hey guys, guess what? This is what this does. But there's no real proof behind it, whether actually it works or not. Is it normal to have blood pressure readings fluctuate between 120, 130, 80 over 89? All depends when you take it. Technically, you're supposed to take blood pressure morning, lunch, and dinner for 3 consecutive days, and you can do the calculation between. Definitely, book a session with Maurice, super helpful. Thank you, Ms. Cosmo, I appreciate that. Yeah, it is, blood pressure will fluctuate, but that's why you have to do it for 3 consecutive days, 3 times a day. Empty stomach, preferably. You sit down, you do like a breathing exercise for about 5 minutes, you get proper oxygen, and then you do a blood pressure, then you can see where you at to see whether it's actually fluctuated or not. And if you actually ever go to your doctor or your cardiologist to get a blood pressure checked, make sure they check both of your legs and both of your arms, and your legs have to be at least 10 points higher than your arms. If they're not, then there's a big issue. Thank you, mama. Then there's a big issue with the blood pressure. They could be a clot somewhere. Then we have to do further testing. Okay, so this is very, very important, guys. Very important. Don't just do like your regular, cuffs and that's it. Thank you for the flowers, Angel. Guys, let's get some likes going. Let's get some thumbs up. This way we can get more people. I can possibly continue growing and continue giving you guys more information, continue answering more questions as well. But starting either this week or next week is very, very windy. Wow. Starting next week, I'm gonna start to kind of focus on one subject at a time. So I'm gonna make this more of a class where we focus, let's say, 1 day on cholesterol, 1 day on blood pressure, 1 day on meal plans, 1 day on certain vitamins and minerals. So this way there's no questions are thrown all over the place, and this way I can do like a full talk of an hour or 2 hours with you guys on something specific. Whether thyroid, whether it's cancer issue, bladder, prostate, so many other things. And I think that would be great because it will benefit a lot of people. And it's actually starting to rain and we have to go inside. I was gonna work out outside, now I can't. We're gonna go inside. Duke, let's go inside. Let's go work out inside. We're getting heavy wind and it's gonna rain. That's the nice thing about the tiny house. Last year, when I was building, every time it rains, I go squish myself, me and Duke, inside the trailer. It was very, very tough. So right now having this little tiny place, it makes it easier. I even thought I have no lights, but it's pretty bright. Right, Duke? We're gonna work out. We're gonna do some deadlifts. Okay, Duke? One day people get migraines a lot. Okay, you can rip the box. I don't care. You can rip it. Do whatever you want with it. It's fine. Let me close the screen so we get no bugs in here. Do you take selenium every day? You don't need to. It depends whether you have like a thyroid issue or not, because that varies. And it's better to get selenium from Brazil nuts. Ms. Cosmo, I've sent you profile and tagged you on various posts, Maurice. I hope it helps you. I hope so too. I'll check him out and I'll go and comment and stuff. And I think this will kind of cause some attraction as well too, which is great. How old are you, bro? I lost count when I hit 30s. I'd like to I think I'm stuck at 30s. I can't really go over that anymore. I hope that kind of give you the answer. I think age is just a number. I get a lot of people, they ask me, your age and stuff. But I think, in my head, I'm stuck at 30 years old. Except my beard is going freaking white. I gotta do something about that. Duke is ripping the box. That's his little workout. Yeah, age just a number. Duke, play there. Play in the corner. Here. You can rip it here. You don't have to be close to me. You're looking good. Very distinguished. Cheers. Thank you, Deborah. I like that. I'm stuck at 25. Lol. I think each one of us has a specific age, and I think we're all stuck on that specific age, and that's how we should all live. Yeah, I'm going to start installation on the 20th or 22nd of May. That's when I get the stuff in. You shouldn't hide your age, bro. I'm not hiding my age. Like I said, if you truly agree with me that it's just a number, why do we have to know what my age is? You know, I could be 30, I could be 31, I could be 40, 45, 44. It's just, it fluctuates. I'm stuck too. I'm not at a number by any stretch. Well, there you go. See, the thing is, when you say, hey, I'm 35, I'm 40, I'm 50, it's almost like, wow, you know, you're 50 years old and there's so many years has gone by, and sometimes you wonder if you've done the right thing or if you've accomplished certain things in life. So what's the point of talking about the age? The age is just a number. It's just the way you feel, your brain, your health, and you know whether you're capable of doing certain things in life or not. I know your age. I guessed it correctly before, but I won't share. You're the only one that knows, I think. You and another person. You look so different today. I think because I shaved my beard. You can ask any woman, they will tell you the age. Whatever your real age is, you look 10 years younger. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you for helping us all. 67 is a moonshot. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. 100%. You know, and I look up a lot of older generation, you know, when they are in their like late 60s and 70s and 80s, and to me, I hope I can get there one day. I hope I can get there one day and possibly bypass that age, because you know, I look up so many older people. Even my father, he's in his late 80s, and I say, you know, I hope I can make it to that age one day, because you know, as long as you're living a happy life and you're helping people, I definitely want to reach these numbers. Duke made a mess. Okay, why do you always stand? Every time he wants to do something, he comes close to me. He made a mess. He ripped the whole box. Ah, Duke, what are we gonna do with you? Shoot, give me a second. I have the container open and the electrical box is outside. Give me a second, guys. I gotta go close the sea can because the electrician left everything outside. Shoot. It's funny, they do half-assed jobs sometimes, seriously. It's kind of stupid. Stay here, Duke. Give me a second, guys. My phones are getting wet. Go inside. Give me a second, guys. Look, you dropped the water, you made a mess. You made a mess, Duke. There's water all over. Duke, get inside now. Hey, inside. Hurry up. Okay, that's it. No, he dropped his water while he's playing with it. Leave it. Drop it, Duke. Drop it. Drop it, Duke. And the water, because I don't have the floor sealed yet, just I don't want the wood to get wet. Because when I do the installation, I'm trying to actually dry it up from any moisture and stuff like that. And just made a big mess. Oh, yeah. What do you think of priming? I can't see the screen from the water. Give me a second, guys. I'm just trying to wipe the screen. You just motivated me. I'm going to work out. Cheers to that. What do you think of priming during carnivore? Is it worth or damaging? Priming, what do you mean by that? Can you explain it a little bit better for me? Yeah, I know I should have closed the door. It's just there's water everywhere and gotta dry it up. Duke, stay here, not going outside anymore. Yeah, it's here. Let me show you guys. It's pouring really bad. It's just can't believe the electrician left everything there. So I went and actually put it all in, which is fine. But you can see the weather changed like dramatically. How many vitamin D plus tablets? 225, 6 feet. It's 1,000 IU per 25 pounds of body weight. You're looking very different without the beard. Lol looks good. I'll try to keep it check temporary, but I'll regrow the beard again. Duke destroyed the box. He made a mess. This is a person who hasn't done this for years. He's taken all his frustration out because usually we do like a specific training before. And that's all right. We'll fix it after. At least maybe we'll get rid of some of the mosquitoes outside, which will be much better. 1,000 IU times 10 tablets a day, lol. Yeah, well, you can actually get like 10,000 IU. You can get 10,000 IU per capsule. It doesn't have to be 10 capsules. I'm seeing if we forgot anything outside, because I've been outside all day today and we weren't expecting to rain till the evening. Hopefully I didn't leave the power outside. Eat 3 times a day plus 2 snacks for 1 week, and the second week 3 times a day, no snack, to saturate your body with nutrients. Who came up with that idea? I don't like the idea of snacking. I don't like the idea of actually overstimulating your pancreas. And I think that's what actually causes shortness in the lifespan. I have to face my fear of German Shepherds. It's my last dog I have fear with. I don't know why. German Shepherds are very, very loyal. They will give you a hard time, and they'll push the buttons for at least a good year and a month, or year and a half, give or take. And after that, they'll actually listen to everything you tell them. But once they do a mistake, you have to kind of stop them on that spot and actually explain why. If you don't, they will take advantage of you, and they can ruin certain things. Like right now, I let him grab the box. Usually I don't. I said, okay, it's fine, because we didn't do a workout or a training. He wants to actually, they have a lot of energy, and you have to kind of put up with that. So we're talking about 2 hours, 2.5 hours of actually exercising, sniffing, playing, so they can burn that energy. Or else they'll give you such a heck of a time inside the house. And you have to be like very, very firm, but you have to be willing to spend the time to actually burn that energy, or else they can ruin a lot of things. Is nitric oxide supplement gonna help my blood pressure? Yes, it is. Only the one, hey Duke, no. Only the one I recommend, because there is a patent unit, and it does actually enhance your nitric oxide production for 8 hours. All the other nitric oxide out there, they only do it for about 6 seconds. So you have to be careful which one you get, Raz. My tablets are D3 1000 IU. I only take one a day, so did nothing. You have to take based on your weight level. So yeah, I would actually use the one that you have, and make sure the next time you buy it with MCT oil, so it's not oxidizing. So what is the best way to hydrate? Drink warm water, drink cold, sip, chug, or what about carbonated water? Carbonated water is a no. To hydrate your with water, you actually have to input trace minerals in your water, so you can actually hydrate and not overconsume. Should be room temperature for best. I've been helping with my son's girlfriend, Akira, and I was scared. She's so sweet. Not scared. That's good. You'll get used to it. I have Dalmatian, lots of energy. They do have a lot of energy. It's insane. And if you're not willing to spend a good 2 hours seriously every single day, you got yourself a big problem. Do you follow Jade, the German Shepherd? I think I do. I think she has 3 German Shepherds. And I think I watched some of their videos. They're pretty amazing, actually. So please, which is the recommended nitric oxide? I have it on my website, Raz. If you go to my website, you're gonna see it by Berkeley. You do require a practitioner code to actually get it. They won't sell it to anybody unless you've been actually by a practitioner code. You can use my practitioner code on there. And that's the only one that actually works out there. Karen the vegan just saw her drive by. I go every day to baseball field and walk and play catch. When she's done, she falls asleep beside me. Oh, that's awesome. I wish I can let Duke here so we can actually play lots, but the problem is he gets distracted whenever there's rabbits, coyotes, and the scary thing, if I let him go to go after them, he can actually be somewhere in the crown land, and it becomes very dangerous. Because it happened last year. It took me almost an hour to find him. Kind of sucks. Yeah, Jade, Jasper, and Jet. Karen the vegan did a drive-by. Yeah, all the way on the bottom. I saw her little white truck. She's probably gonna come up here to check on her posts. It's insane. Yeah, I subscribed to their channel, I think recently, to Jade's channels. I think she has 3 German Shepherds, like you mentioned. They're pretty amazing. A lot of nice, good stories, which is I am very impressed. as well too. It gives you some ideas to actually do with Duke. I bet in the woods. Are you near lake or ocean? Lakes. There's about 7 lakes, roughly within about between 2 minutes to a 15-minute walk, drive slash walk kind of thing. But behind me is just strictly crown land. Oh, I've been fishing for 22 years. For the past 2 years, I haven't because I've had Duke, and I haven't had a chance to actually go fish. So this year, because I invested a lot of money in the temporary fencing, so this way I can keep him here and I can go. I do a lot of kayak fishing, and so we'll see how it goes this year. Looking forward to it actually. What time is it there now? It's about 5 p.m. in the evening. Look, you can't just pick stuff and chew it. Okay, you can't just do that. Open your freaking mouth. Can't do that. Chewing plastic. What's wrong with you? I've pulled a lot of things from his mouth when he was little. Here I go snorkeling with gun. Lots of fun. Falcon Lake, Canada. Oh, you're in Canada? In Falcon Lake, that's awesome. Yeah, I haven't tried that. That'd be, with a spear gun, that'd be awesome to actually try. I haven't tried it. There was a place in Alberta where I was. You're up in Winnipeg. Okay. Yeah, I'm down in BC right now. When I was in Alberta, I used to go to Lake Minnewanka and they do a lot of diving there. But never really, I tried the spear fishing when I was overseas living in Lebanon. I've done it there years ago. But yeah, here I haven't done, mostly just fishing. And I got into kayak fishing for the past 11 years. It's pretty amazing actually. Kayak fishing is the best. Because you can actually maneuver very, very fast, especially in the small streams and stuff like that was incredible. I was actually looking to buy a bigger kayak maybe next year if I can afford it and bring Duke with me. It's a little bit wider and he can actually have fun and jump in the water, but I'll have to go when it's not too hot or else it's not good for them because he gets like extremely exhausted. Must be salmon and trout there. Yeah, there's a lot of salmon and trout here. Yeah, quite a bit actually. So that's how loyal these dogs are. They'll sit beside you all the time. It's like your third leg. They never leave you alone, no matter what. Which is good. Should have made a wellness retreat there. I am working on it. This is my first. Last year when I came here, I was living in a trailer, and that's how I got my tiny house built. I did it all last year. It took me roughly about 2.5 months. This year I'm gonna do the installation, everything for the water, septic, the whole thing. Once that's done, and I'm gonna see how the winter goes, next year I'm gonna actually have a cabin for retreats. And that's the plan. And if everything goes good, I'll get some maybe chickens and steer or cows and see how that goes. But that's the plan, because that's the only thing that I know as a clinical nutritionist. I don't have any other experience and stuff. And I built this unit myself, which is the first time I ever building something like this. So yeah, a retreat is gonna be good. I'm planning to actually do one of the cabin on top of the sea can. So there'll be stairs, a room up in the top with your own private bathroom and everything. It'll be full of windows. I'll have like a small wood stove in there, so it'll be pretty amazing. And we can do hiking, we can do fishing, do the whole thing. That's the dream. So I'm gonna make it happen. No way I'll come to that cool. And go fishing and have a healthy weekend or week to get away. 100%. It's gonna be, stress-free. You're gonna enjoy the time. You're gonna have some good quality meat, grass-fed, good quality eggs. It'll be really nice actually. I think it'll be amazing. 100%. 100%. Hopefully soon. Hopefully everything looks good. And it's funny, every time I talk about it, and every time I mention it, I see these numbers pops in my head. So I think I'm gonna get there. That's my dream. And it's always been helping people and actually achieving great things, and that's my goal. And either way, I know sometimes it's funny. Sometimes money will speed things up, but sometimes you just have to, you gotta start from somewhere, right? And you gotta make it happen. As long as you have a good positive energy and a good support, you can always make it. So doing my best. Maybe get a few horses, maybe if I can afford it and get all that going would be nice. Maybe we'll rent like a horse or something for every time somebody comes up here and go for like a horseback ride or something. I want to get some goats maybe one day, get some raw milk would be great. I once known a neighbor of mine that had a German Shepherd and was highly wound up, and upon being left in a bedroom by himself, that dog tore up the room and ate the owner's military wool socks. Wow. Yeah, you could never leave them alone. With Duke, it took me a long time to actually leave him alone. I would watch him on the camera, and when he used to get bored, he would come up to the camera and kind of like does noises to try to bite the camera. He's like, hey, it's like, get me out of here. The longest he ever lasted was like 30 minutes in a room by himself. And I just did that as a test. I was downstairs and I had him upstairs in the bedroom just to see his reaction. But yeah, they cannot be left alone. You can't drive out in winter, you can ride. Oh, 100%. We need like a ski to come up here. Would you take company there? What do you mean, would you take company there? Like, friends and family and retreats? Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100% I would do it. Like 100% I'll bring, for help and all that. Oh, like you mean residents here? See, when we bought this land, we got this land, me and my brothers. And technically each one of us was gonna actually build a cabin and stay here, but they decided kind of to hold that off. So I kind of went through the whole plan and start taking, every year I would come out and take trees down and actually go from one level to another. So it's been a lot of work to get here. If the land was much bigger, I would, but there's so much licensing and stuff to do that it makes it very, very tough. My mom said her German Shepherd King met her at school at 3 every day. How he knew time, I don't know. That's very interesting. See, with Duke here, they have like, I think, a certain mind, because he knows exactly when it's his food time. Every day at 4 p.m. exactly, he knows that it's time for him to eat. He will actually go on the bottom, either will show me a bone that he has hidden, or will actually dig where he usually hides the bone. And sometimes he would bring his stainless steel bucket to actually fill it up with food. And he does the same thing in the morning. He comes to the fridge and knocks on the fridge, because every morning he's used to having 3 eggs in the morning, no matter what. That's his like first meal. Usually I like to give him only one meal, but his first meal has always been 3 eggs, and he does not eat them boiled or anything. They have to be like pan fried with MCT oil. And sometimes I would actually add a little bit of collagen with them. This is pretty insane. Once they know the timing, that's it. My Dalmatian knows when I get home, she is at window. I can see her on the camera. Yeah, it's funny. They keep everything. They keep track of everything. They remember things. The downfall is they cannot, express certain things, but they know things. What is the name of that exercise instrument? Where on the body does it work out? You can do everything with this machine. I'm not sponsored by them or nothing like that. It is by one doctor that actually made it a couple years ago for osteoporosis, and it became a bodybuilding fitness that you can actually by thicker resistance like these, where you can pull close to about 300 pounds, but you can do pretty much all exercise in it. The only reason I'm doing the resistant bands because I did injure my left bicep. I did torn it 25%. Is my antidepressant raising my bad cholesterol? There's no such thing as bad or good cholesterol, but yes, it does cause oxidation to your cholesterol. 100% it does that. And that's part of the process to get you from one medication to 3 medications to 4 medications for life. And that's how the doctor and the pharmaceuticals can benefit and profit off you. You send your doctor to a vacation every year because you're taking these medications. And that's the way they actually work. And you can fix the antidepressant. It's easily fixed. And I can guide you through the whole process. So this resistant band is roughly about, I think you pull close to about, when you put a double like I did right now, up to like 300 pounds of pressure. I think that's how much this one pulls. How do I get off them? Holly, book a time with me and I can guide you through the whole process on how to wean off correctly, because you cannot just drop them instantly. If you do, one of the major side effects, it does spike your homocysteine level. And if it does cause a homocysteine level height or spike, it could actually conflict with your blood pressure. So there's a specific routine you have to follow and you have to wean off. So spend the extra 30 minutes with me. I can guide you how you can actually get off of it safely and actually get the issue fixed. There is a deficiency in a certain vitamins in your body that is causing that. And unfortunately, we don't get it from food anymore because our food groups have been depleted since 1939. So if you get a chance to do that, I can give you the full guide. We can go through it and we can start to actually make sure everything is 100% behind it is being optimized while we're doing it. Yeah, he's totally out after he eats and everything. Oh, he wakes up instantly the moment I mention it. But that's the thing, they like usually what he does in this time frame after he eats, he would actually chew on a bone. This is how they clean their teeth. And after that, he's out for about 2 hours. And usually when he's out for about an hour, well, roughly about 2 hours, give or take, that's usually when I have my dinner and stuff or I train. But right now, imagine if I didn't have the tiny house built, I would be stuck inside the trailer. So it becomes a little bit tight of a space and it would be very, very tight to do anything. So I'm glad I was able to finish this last year, and I just have to do the bottom because I did a mistake in the bottom. I just have to fix it with the insulation, and hopefully I can do the flooring and do the wood stove and the whole thing. So still some work to do, but we are getting there. But guys, I'm gonna get going right now because I'm almost done working out and I'm gonna probably have my meal. I'll try to come in maybe a little bit earlier tomorrow. So tomorrow is a big day because we're finishing the power. The electrician is coming starting at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they're gonna dig a trench of about 2 feet in depth so we can put the cable underground, and hopefully I have full power. And if I do have full power, then it'll be a little bit easy for me. This way I can bring the freezer up here. I can have hot water finally because I've been showering with cold water. Maybe I can have a little bit better of a pressure even. So looking forward to it. And we'll see how that goes. I know I was trying to run off solars, but the solars didn't really do it because the area that I'm in is actually we're blocked by mountains. So I'm gonna sell my 3 units of solar and the battery that I bought. The battery was very, very expensive. It's just too bad never got a chance to use it. I've only used it like twice, that's it. So I'll see if I can at least get some funds in return, and maybe I can put it against a chicken coop or something like that. Abigail, thanks so much for sharing that. So you guys have a nice evening, and we'll definitely come back tomorrow. But starting tomorrow, probably, I'm just gonna pick a subject. And so if you guys have anything in mind you want to actually discuss, maybe send me a direct message, and maybe I can do we can do specific things like that. So I'm gonna pick a subject, and that based on that subject, I'm gonna focus the whole conversation on that. So if you guys have questions, everything like that, definitely we can do it. Holly, I saw your book. You booked for tomorrow. Awesome. So looking forward to talking to you, and we can definitely get that under control ASAP. In the meantime, you guys have a nice evening, and we'll touch base. And don't forget, guys, all my recordings